Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ray Dolan from Mullingar, in Mullingar, and we're in the Greville Arms Hotel. And I'm here with a lady who is running for the elections, is right, and she's going to cover Longford Westmead is the area that she is, she's going to work on, that she's going to get it into government, hopefully. It's a friend of mine that I've been watching a long time on Facebook, and we're actually fans of each other's. She watches mine, and actually one night I was just looking at a video and I says, God, this lady's watching my videos. And I was chuffed, so I sent her a message. And I'm here with the legend, Anna Kavanagh. Anna, how's it going?
Oh, well, hello everybody. And I call Ray my ray of sunshine. Yes, and that is because, yes, we're both on Facebook. And I suppose the material that I'm covering on Facebook is very heavy stuff.
Serious stuff.
Very serious stuff. Evictions, homelessness, all that kind of thing. And Ray, you know, you're really positive, and it's just so uplifting. I love your interviews, you know, and particularly the one with our president, Michael D. Higgins. And I suppose you probably felt it was the pinnacle of your career. But this evening is the pinnacle of your career, because now
I got to interview you, and you're running for government, which is actually a serious thing. And I mean, you're not putting up any posters, you're not advertising, you're going on Facebook. And I'm thinking, Anna, are you mad in the head or what? You're going to do everything from Facebook.
Everything. Now, first of all, Ray, I'm not actually running for government.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
No, you're okay. I'll just make a distinction.
Yeah. Sorry.
I'll just make a distinction. I'm actually running to be elected in the Dáil as an independent TD, and we're 100% certain that Fine Gael or Fianna Fáil on their own are not going to be in a position to form a government. So they're going to have to enter into some kind of a deal with independents or maybe the Green Party or what have you. And people are saying to me, you know, if I'm asked to help form a government, will I do that? And the answer is a resounding no.
Oh.
Resounding no. I will not be helping either Fianna Fáil or Fine Gael to form a government.
Right.
My role will be in the opposition to hold the government to account. So that will be my role.
This is her serious message. But look, folks, if
Yes.
you're watching her, every day Anna goes on at 12 o'clock and 9 o'clock. And it's like the news. It's the news by Anna. And it's serious stuff because she knows what she is talking about, because you're an ex-teacher, a history teacher.
Yes, Ray.
From the bridge.
Yes.
From the bridge, up the bridge.
From Rochford Bridge, 25 years out in Rochford Bridge, and I took early retirement. I'm in the second year of my retirement, and indeed many people, even though I'm living in Longford, I'm
Right.
extremely well known in Westmeath, because there are many people from Mullingar who went to school in the bridge, and they know me, and I'm known around Kinnegad, and I lived in Kinnegad for a number of years. Kinnegad, Killucan, Rathwire, Raharney, Rochford Bridge, Tyrrell's Pass, back to Kilbeggan, over to Castletown Gagan, and so I'm...
You're well known.
Yes, Lough na Valley. I'm really well known.
You're going live, I'll say, on Facebook, and I mean, you're still on your personal page. Your personal page is nearly full, so people can follow you by just pressing the follow button.
Yes.
Your following is going up, as I say, and there's people coming in and there's people going out.
Well, Ray, I'm going to tell you something very funny.
Yeah.
So what I'm doing is, and you were aware of this, that I'm actually setting out my stall every day, live at 12. I set out my views.
This is Anna Kavanagh, live at 12. Sorry.
A full range of issues, like my views on migration, housing, climate change, or whatever.
Yeah.
And so what's actually happening is that people are actually unfriending me.
Oh.
Yes, because they don't agree with my views.
Okay, right.
And that's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
And it's real.
It's real.
Yeah.
They're unfriending me. But the good news is that we're only allowed 5,000 friends max on Facebook. So when, like this morning I came down now and something like 6 or 7 people had unfriended me overnight because I gave a live yesterday on migration, which is a very controversial subject, and people obviously were very unhappy with what I had to say. But I speak my truth and take it or leave it. If I'm the person that actually you feel that I'm saying what you believe in, then, you know, perhaps you'll consider voting for me. But if you don't agree with what I have to say, then, you know, there are other candidates. There are 16 candidates in total running, and there are candidates in the field that have the exact opposite views of me in subjects. So when people unfriend me, then that gives me the opportunity to allow people that have made a request to me to become friends with me.
Another thing you said the other day was, don't vote for me. I know we're not looking for votes, but I mean, we're having the crack and we're just discussing. And what I really want to put across is that you're an educated woman. Another thing is, you've done ecology or something, is that right?
Pardon?
What did you do? You done a degree in something?
Oh yes, I have yes, well, I don't want to be bragging. But,
go on,
yes,
brag just a little. I'll allow you just a little bit brag. Just tell me,
well,
please.
I have a master's in ecology.
Right, that means that you know about climate change.
Yes, and I have written a book on climate change. So, and I have, it's not an issue that I've come to in recent years. That book was published in 2008. So when climate change was, most people didn't know anything about climate, well, didn't know, it wasn't really a subject that people were talking about in the same way that they are now. It has become mainstream. Now, when I said, don't vote for me, what I was saying to people is that on my live feeds, I am saying, please share my video, and word of mouth is so important. I'm not having any posters, and I'm not doing a door-to-door canvas. So I'm relying 100% on Facebook, and then I make myself available every evening or night, and I will announce that on my Facebook page where I'm going to be. So this evening I announced that I was going to be in the Greville Arms, and lo and behold, I won the lotto. I won the lotto.
We had to come down and we had to support you. And I mean, as I say,
fantastic.
And welcome to Mullingar. And I have to say, welcome from Mullingar in Mullingar to Anna Kavanagh. But I'm delighted because what I like about Anna Kavanagh is she tells the truth, and that's so important. We can talk about this, that and the other, and he said and she says and she says, but what you're doing really is you're speaking the truth every day at 12 o'clock and 9 o'clock. If you want to take a point from that, take a point from it. If you don't, Google it.
Well, even I wouldn't go so far as to say truth. It's my truth.
Yeah.
It's how I see things. And what I'm saying to people is, spread the word. Don't spread the word about Anna Kavanagh, that she's running in the elections. Spread the word. Anna Kavanagh is a candidate. And tell them to go to my Facebook page and find out more. Don't ask people to vote for me. Let people come to my Facebook page and see for themselves what I'm saying. And if it is something that I'm saying that you agree with, and then, you know, you can seriously consider to give me a vote. And I suppose I want to stress is that the constituency is Longford Westmeath, and I have a huge connection with Irish music here in Mullingar, with Mick Foster, Maya Fraser, and I'm name dropping now.
Bring on the flag.
And I'm very Ben, the wonderful banjo player, and Balnacarrigy, of course. Balnacarrigy, oh my God, should they know me around Balnacarrigy?
Town the Rock.
Yeah, to Irish music, you know. I'd be well known in Balnacarrigy.
And you take out the bowron now and again?
Well, actually,
tell me one question.
Can I tell you about the bowron?
Right, okay, tell me about the bowron.
Can I tell you about the bowron?
Okay, all right.
A musician asked me one night to be a lady and to put a knife in the bowron. So
that was the end of the bowron. You still have it?
Oh, I still have it. Okay. Actually, would you believe it? I have a top of the range bowron.
No, the lights are gone.
Oh, the lights are gone.
Oh no, we're back again. We're back again.
I have a Ben Marsh bowron.
Right.
It is it's the Rolls Royce.
Is that the
bowron.
one you tune up with the Allen key?
Yes, but Ben, yeah. So
I'm gonna change my arm here.
Yeah. So now, so I would be extremely well known through Irish music, and Ray, what you are doing in Mullingar is fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic in Mullingar, from Mullingar.
No, from Mullingar, in Mullingar.
Sorry,
doesn't matter.
From Mullingar, in Mullingar, and you have done so much to put Mullingar on the map and create positivity and to showcase everything that's wonderful about your town. And I would like to think that I'm doing that for Longford.
Exactly,
you know, because I've made a wonderful little 1-minute video promoting Longford and everything that's beautiful, because I'm Meath born. I'm from Atboy originally, and I've.
Do you know Matt Levy?
Yes, I do.
Legend.
Yeah,
Great
legend.
friend of mine.
Yes, so I made Longford my home more than 20 years ago, and I would not live anyplace else. It's a wonderful, wonderful county, wonderful town, wonderful people, and that's not a pious platitude.
No, that's where you're from, and that's
yes.
where, I mean, we all talk up where we're from, and that's
wonderful. You know, and I've written a book, you know. It was a diary in 2016, and I wrote about, you know, when my leg was broken and I couldn't drive, couldn't do anything. I was completely immobilised, and it just all my neighbours came in and took over, did everything for me, everything. Wow. And that's the spirit of Longford people. And you know, in some parts of the country, I did live in other parts of the country, and I was always a blow-in. But in Longford, you're never a blow-in.
Exactly.
They're so welcoming and so open to people that are not Longford born, you know, and that would be a point that.
Well, my mother was from Edgerstown, so
really?
My connection is into Longford, into Edgerstown, and and it's a total different area. It's a different mindset than Mullingar.
It is.
You know,
it is. And when you cross the Inny.
Yeah, whatever it is, like it's crossing the river. Yeah.
Yes, there is. There definitely is a cultural divide.
Tell me, our cultural divide, and the whole thing, what I always think of, and I think of when we do our videos from Mullingar, is culture is a community, and a lot of things that we're losing as we go further on into the digital age. Things are changing dramatically in our country. Everyone is too busy.
Yes, everybody is too busy.
Too busy driving.
Yeah. Now, can I tell you, Darwin, he was the whole man on evolution.
Right.
And he said, it's not the most intelligent that survive. It's not the fittest that survive. It's those who are most adaptable to change.
Very true.
So we can't turn the clock back.
That's right.
We cannot turn the clock back. We have to go forward. And I like to think, Ray, that myself and yourself are at the cutting edge, because social media is where it's going to be at in the future. Everybody is going around. A television will be, you'll see a television in a museum in a few years' time. People will be just looking, you know? Because now everything is a handheld device.
Yeah.
And you and I know, well, I'm a lot older than you are, but for somebody like myself to be able to embrace new technology, and I suppose the other day I met this old farmer.
Right.
And he was saying to me, oh God, you're a great woman and you're doing great things for the farmers. And like what I do for the farmers is on Facebook. Yeah. And oh God, you're a great woman. And the way you're standing up for the farmers and I said, you're not a bit old to be on Facebook. And the brother just be telling me.
But that's, I think, Facebook, everyone is looking in on Facebook and everyone is getting their information. Well, look, Facebook friends out there, what we're going to say is, this is Anna Kavanagh. She's a very good friend of mine. I wish you very, very well in your, it's going to be on the 8th, okay?
Yes, the vote
on a Saturday.
It's how many weeks? It's this day, 3 weeks. Now, can I say that there is still time to register if you're not already on the register? There is what's called a supplementary register. Go to the Westmeath County Council website or Longford County Council website if you're living in Longford. You follow the links through to the supplementary register and print it off. Bring it to the Garda station with proof of ID, get them to sign it and get it back into the council, and you have until Wednesday to do it.
It's a day's work.
And I have to say this, why am I doing this? You know, I'm retired. Yeah. Because I'm in a position to do it. Because I'm free, I'm independent, my family is reared, and I'm very, very concerned. While there's lots of fantastic things happening in our country, I am actually concerned about a huge number of issues. I don't like the direction which it is heading. Okay. For example, our children are the first generation of young people who will not be able to buy their own house. So I'm really, really concerned about the future direction of our country. So that's my platform.
Yeah, this is your agenda, as I say.
Yes, if we want a future where our children have a future living here in Ireland and not having to take the emigrant ship. If we want a future where our children who do remain on in Ireland, where they can buy their own house, where they can live in an environment where they can breathe clean air, where they can drink clean water, where they can eat nutritious food that's not infected with chemicals, mass-produced, and have, a decent standard of living, that we can have an Ireland where everybody can live in harmony together, and that includes all the new Irish who've come into the country. And speaking about music and everything like that, you know, and it's happening in Irish music, this wonderful, wonderful fusion of newcomers, new Irish into the country, they, you know, sitting down at sessions and playing the music and
when you think of the music, okay, we'll get back to music. The music travelled from all over the world.
Yes.
You think of it, from thousands of years ago, those people on the move.
Yes.
And they were bringing the music with them.
Yes.
And that's where the influences come from, the whole way back to Egypt, back into Ireland.
Yes.
People says it didn't happen, but it did happen, and it was in the history. And you being a history teacher, understand going back that far. We have so much history, especially in our town of Mullingar. We've Ishnock. You know, it's all underneath the ground. All we have to do is just tell the stories. I mean, we have so much.
Yeah.
We've so much to give.
If we just take the music, you know, if you go back to the 1930s in Irish music, it was flute, whistle and fiddle, and that was it. And with the likes of Donal Lunny, who introduced the mandolin and the bouzouki from Eastern Europe into Irish music, and the banjo actually came from bluegrass music in America. The banjo came from Africa to America, bluegrass music, and then the banjo made its way back to Ireland. And now, it's not an Irish music session if there isn't a banjo.
Come here, your email. What's your email?
Oh, now, I'm not doing a canvas, so if you want to invite me to your home to speak to you, or if you would like to invite me to any club or organisation, you contact me by email. It is vote1, that's the number 1, vote1, irishmammy@gmail.com.
Where did the Irish Mammy thing come from?
Well, the Irish Mammy came from, I covered the eviction in Strokestown.
Right.
That terrible eviction over 10 days. The videos went viral. They had over 1 million views. And it was at that time, you know, I was just retired. I was just learning how to use a smartphone. I was on the spot. I was the first person actually to break the news of the eviction, you know, on media, on Athlone Community Radio. And people got to know me. They didn't know my name. They just saw me as this fumbling sort of a mammy let loose with a phone. So they christened me Irish Mammy. So now what happens is people meet me on the street and they just say to me, "Are you Irish Mammy?" But I've been given I was at the farmers' protest the other night in Dublin, and a couple of the farmers took me aside and they said, "Anna, drop the Irish Mammy thing. You're Anna Kavanagh. We want you to..."
That's true.
Yeah. They said,
another thing as well.
They said, drop it. Drop
and
it.
I mean, I think
you're Anna Kavanagh. You're Anna Kavanagh.
Yeah.
And when you go into the Dáil to represent us, you're Anna Kavanagh.
Yeah.
That's your name. And quit that Irish Mammy.
Another thing what I'd like to say as well to people out there as well using social media, a lot of the schools and around the area of Westmeath are getting involved in social media, and they're using it in a very, very good way.
Oh, yeah.
And I always speak to people in schools or teachers in schools that they should be using social media because the kids are on social media.
That's right.
It's not a case of who's cotton who.
Yeah.
The kids are using it, and in the future they will be on this television.
The kids in my class will tell you, anybody that sat in my class in the last couple of years, I got them to take out their phones. So if I was giving them notes on the 1916 Rising, I stood at the top of the class and they recorded me, and then they stuck their earplugs into their phone on the way home. And as I used to say to them, everybody thinks you're listening to that whole ding dang 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 music, but in actual fact you're listening to Miss Kavanagh's history lesson on the 1916 Rising.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Look folks, this is Anna Kavanagh, this is Ray Dolan from Mullingar, promoting what's good and great about our town, our people and our opportunities. Come down to this town and check it out, and check out this lady. She's on at 12 o'clock and 9 o'clock tomorrow. Good luck. Thanks, Anna.
Thank you. Thanks, Ray.
You're a legend.